Hello, and welcome to the River News. And we got news for you today coming live from the river here in the Upper Room studio. We're so glad that you joined us today. And be sure to like and share this news because it's important information, correct? It is. It's fun information and important information. And so Lisa, as always, is the co-host for this program and the genius behind this program that started it to start with. And so, Lisa, talk to us.
Well, usually we start off with a recap, and you came out of the shoot yesterday morning doing Grab a Corner.
Grab a corner.
Encouraging people to do their part.
What a revelation that is, Lisa. And not just because the Lord gave it to me, but it was a very powerful moment to understand that whole story of the lame man who got let down through the roof. So you ought to check it out. I hadn't talked to Colton yet, but I'd like to get that edited down and where you could just stick to because I covered a lot of family business yesterday, which is also, if you're family, River family, it'd be good for you. Yeah. And but it's a great word that the Lord gave and great response from that word on Mark chapter 2. Check it out.
And ladies, if you notice when you came to church and if you had to go to the loo. Some things I say and have no idea I'm going to say it until I do it. And that's one of those things I just said.
Yep, that works.
But man, the women's restroom looks so awesome. I want to give some shout outs to some folks. First, Bernie Starr led that project.
He's the star right there.
Did a great job. Diana Kirby, a painting machine.
Awesome. Thank you, Diana. Glory. And John Tyler hanging all the fixtures. And I mean,
he did. And we had a little bit of a water issue, and John and Jake were right on that.
Right on top of it.
So that was kind of a fun thing. And then Michael Bird and Bird Plumbing.
Yes.
Shout out to you guys
so much for helping us out, getting all that put together. Thank y'all so much.
It's elegant. It's clean looking. And
it was over the top. It is over the top. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we appreciate that getting done because it took a minute.
Yeah, it did. Next up is the men's restroom, and I think John Tyler's heading that up.
He is going to take the lead on that.
Yeah. So it's going to be good. And then last night, Bishop Lance Johnson preached a humdinger.
I think a humdinger is a good terminology for the message last night. It was off the charts. It was very, very relevant right in the middle of the chaos of this world. It was a good word, and you need to check it out too. And I'm not just saying that because it's stuff coming out of the river, and I'm saying check it out, but it's some powerful stuff. Yesterday was a game changer, it seems like, to use a worldly term, that God is really shifting this thing to a whole nother level. Because yesterday was week 80 of revival. Wow.
That is a wow. That's a lot of weeks.
That's a lot of weeks. And you've been there almost every one of them, Lisa.
Yeah. I've had to check out for a couple, but yeah, for the most part, I've been here.
And the thing is, when we say 80 weeks, it's actually 2 services, so that's 160 services. It's wild. It's been great, though. Wow.
If you don't grow in 160 services, your grower's got a problem, I think. Then there were a lot of baptisms last night. I wasn't in there for the baptisms last night.
They were awesome. There was a little girl. I don't know how. I wouldn't guess the age, but very small. And she's like, wanted prayer for her mom and dad. She got in the water.
I heard about her.
Oh, she's awesome.
She wanted her parents to get back together. You cannot discount the prayer of a child.
Oh, them parents might as well go ahead and get back together. When little children like that are praying for you.
Well, because my brothers and I prayed for my parents for a year, and my parents are mighty a man and woman of God. And then there was that guy from Brother David's church. He got in the water and prayed for his dad. His dad got saved and doing amazing things. Do you need to catch that phone?
No,
Gonna do
I
that
mean, I
live?
do, but I'll take care of that in just a moment.
Okay.
I need to send a quick message. This is
Okay,
embarrassing.
I'll talk while you're doing
Yeah,
that.
hey, Lisa, while you're talking, why don't we just shift? You may have it on there, but Wednesday night, you are bringing the word. Why don't you talk about that? I'm excited about that.
Yeah, can I tell them something weird how that happened? See,
Yeah.
my husband's birthday was on the 8th, and he's been on a vacation tour with his motorcycle. And so I thought I'm going to meet him for his birthday. So I traveled to Bowling Green because he'd driven so many hours. And so I was asleep, I guess. I don't remember. But suddenly I saw my phone light up, and I saw Pastor Jones come up on with my eyes closed. Suddenly the phone starts ringing. It's him. He's like,
That's a sign right there.
Yeah.
You saw it before it happened.
yeah. So I'm
You're
going
a
to be
seer, at least that day you were.
Yeah, I always wanted to be a seer. Maybe this is the beginning of many
New
things.
beginnings.
So I'm going to be talking Wednesday night about how to go through difficult things well and what you can learn through it. But one of the things I love is to go through some kind of a trial and come out of it going, man, I did a good job.
Come on, that's important. See, I almost when you touched the preacher button in me right there because trials are in perspective based on. It's like to me. Just say I'll use the word test in school. The test is only as complicated as the lack of preparation for that test.
Yeah.
Because I never prepared for tests, so they would always freak me out a few minutes before, though they didn't bother me the day before. But there's all these students in the class who studied it. They're laughing and joking, and they take the test, and they're still laughing and joking. Why? Because they knew the answers. And that's what's beautiful if we understand going into a spiritual test. Jesus gave us the answers ahead of time.
Yeah, I see so many people going through stuff, and I'm like, man, you might could do that better. But when someone's going through the trial, it's really hard for them to see. So if you're not going through one or you are going through one, love for you to hear this message 7:00 Wednesday
Do it.
night.
It's going to be good. I promise.
Yeah. It's going to be a little fun, but I told Dennis, I usually put too much information into one setting. So I'm really focusing on getting only the important meat. Let's see how that works.
Well, Lisa, you're
Hit
an
it.
excellent speaker, no matter
fun.
what is going on. I can tell you that. Yeah.
And I think I'm going to be telling a story during it called the Great Icecapade. And it has to do with my recent trip. I did some crazy stuff, but I'm going to envelop that in there, the Great Icecapade. So I'll tell you that story Wednesday night.
Yeah.
I might have to cover the Lost Out at Sea one as well.
Well, that has created a lot of flamingos in your world.
It
so
has.
that's a great story.
I just embraced it.
I mean, except for the part of you thinking you were going to die part. Well,
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah,
I
that's
did.
not a good part.
Well, I never thought I was going to die, but I did know I was going to have to be rescued when I was lost out at sea in
Yeah.
a big pink.
Lisa lost
flamingo.
at sea. Come Wednesday night, hear about it.
So that's going to be fun. Let me tell you a couple more things that's going on.
Hey, let me just say, hey, Pastor Johnny down in Murfreesboro.
Hey, Pastor.
We're excited that you're going to come up and be with us tonight. Praise God.
Oh, so tonight there's a revival. We didn't say that. 7 o'clock.
Revival continues tonight with Bishop Lance Johnson. Wow. And Lisa, what a crowd last night for Sunday night. I just
Where are they coming from?
everywhere. Everywhere was pretty cool. Yeah.
A lot of times I look around and I don't know
There's
most
always
people.
new faces at the revival.
And they're
So
always
anyway.
excited when they're coming in, which lends to when people are excited when they come in, it changes the atmosphere and puts hope and faith into what we're doing, and God always responds to that. We had a great time with music last night.
Oh, it was
We've almost
wonderful
got the
worship.
same team similar up on stage tonight. Looking forward to that.
Yeah,
It was Vicky's Gamlin's first time being on stage with us last night.
She is
She's going to be
amazing.
back on there tonight.
Yeah.
So Isaiah's going to
Is she
be
leading
singing.
a song tonight? Or?
Well, actually, I'd had Elizabeth scheduled, and Elizabeth can't be here, so Vicky graciously agreed to step in. And part of that is doing that duet with Isaiah, the Jireh.
Oh, wow.
They're going to blow it out of the water.
They will.
It'll be so anointed.
That'd be worth coming out for right there.
Yeah. So a lot of firsts going on. But Amber's going to be starting the Set Yourself Free class. Listen, if you have not been, or even if you have been, this is one of the best classes we offer. It starts July the 31st at 9 a.m., and we're going to have a sign-up sheet, or you can talk to Amber about that. Now,
Yes.
the book for that is $10. We have those, but if you don't have the $10, we still want you to come if you want to come. So if you'll make that commitment to come to those classes, I think it's 6 or 7 classes on Sunday morning, we will make sure and get that book to you. It's a good class.
It's a great class.
We have some people that go to every
Amber
one.
is a great teacher. Wow.
Brilliant teacher, anointed.
Very anointed.
Yeah, I love that girl. And the men's meeting is the doors open at 6 o'clock Thursday night, and then they have their meeting at 6:30. Prayer Saturday at 8 a.m. And you have Pastors Connect today?
We do. Today at 3 o'clock.
Yoo-hoo.
It's going to be awesome. We got a surprise guest.
Usually Monday. I know what that means. Monday.
I'll be surprised when I find out myself.
So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays you can come online for Pastors Connect at 3.
Very important stuff. Yeah.
And we have a new ministry, fairly new. It's the Young Adults, Emerging Adults.
Wow.
They're going to be meeting here
wonderful.
July 16th, Saturday morning. That'll be after prayer at 10 a.m. in the fellowship hall, and they're having a brunch. Hey, food, y'all. I know that age group, ages 18 to, is it 18 to 30? Y'all need some food. You need something to eat. You know, you either can't cook or, you're looking for a meal. What are you looking for, Colton? Colton's a part of the group. Luke and Leslie lead that group. So that'll be Saturday morning, and we're excited about that group. They're just good.
Yeah.
It's a good group of people. And I want to say thank you to everyone who helped. There took over 70 volunteers to do our July 4th Freedom Fest.
It was off the hook.
It was so good.
Wow.
We're looking to make it even better next year, but want to thank you. And then one last thing that I have is that if you would like to hear Pastor's book you don't want to read, guess what? It's available now on Audible. You can look up J. Howard Jones, and it will come up, or Unity Unleashed. You can also order his book at pastorjones.com or on Amazon. Also, your book's available on iTunes.
Yeah.
So they can get it there.
And actually, iBooks, isn't it? There's iTunes or iBooks. Anyway, it's on iBooks also.
Is it?
Yes,
I did not know that.
And
iTunes is iBooks. It does the same thing. Okay.
Okay. But also, instead of looking up Audible, you look up, just on Amazon, you look up the book, and you'll see the book and the audio version of it.
Really?
It's a little easier to do it that way.
Okay. And so you will hear Dr. Clifton reading Pastor's book.
Yeah.
It's about an
he's a
hour and
great
50
friend.
minutes. Do what, brother? Oh, boy.
Come on, talk to us.
Producers coming in. Hey, if you want to get the book on Audible, all you do is go to Amazon, type in Unity Unleashed. You'll see Pastor's photo. All you do is there's several options. There's Kindle, several options. You pick whichever one you want to do. Then you download the app, log in, and it's there.
That is awesome. Because we had
that here.
a friend, I had difficulty in beginning figuring that out. Because if you go straight to audio, and everyone, it don't matter. Now you know what to do. If you don't, rewind, watch it again.
They've got some copies at Readmore, Bobby's Readmore there in Madisonville in the mall. She's got a few more copies there, and they're signed, so you can go get those there.
Yep.
And then we're about to take some up to the new Christian bookstore in Citrus City, Kentucky. So they'll be there as well for you Muhlenberg people.
Yes, it's awesome. We're very excited about all the travel this book is getting.
Yeah. And I mentioned PastorJones.com. We're having a little bit of technical difficulty with that site. It says pre-order, but actually you'll be ordering when you hit that book.
Yep.
Are you ready for, listen, we
Come
left
on
y'all
now.
hanging with what's in Pastor's office last time because he brought out this briefcase and then could not remember the combination to get it open. And some of you said you
I don't think I've used this since I've been out here at the new building. So it's been a while.
At least
if you want to move that
20
paper
years or so. What is
And,
inside this attaché?
And we figured it out. So now this thing is going to block the whole camera. But just to see in there, it's got a lot of crazy stuff. This is stuff that doesn't matter. It's some old well stuff. And I found some watch bands and a guitar Duma Dodger, and also a tuning thing. I found these because this goes ooh.
It says 1990 on it.
It's a Sunday school book, and I'm trying to find the cover. We used to use Sunday school books, so this is a March, April, May 1990 Sunday school book, a book that needs to be read. Oh, wait a minute. That's an inside joke just for me right now. And so anyway, it's got all this. Oh, Lisa, when was the last time you saw one of these?
Oh, is that a bulletin?
It's a bulletin.
That is a swanky one. You need to show that. Picture of the church outline.
There's our old church
let's see
building.
what was going on and what's the date.
Oh, let's see. I tell you what. Let's see the
That's
dates.
a good thing. You look at your bulletins, you at least know what happened.
Yeah. I don't see a date. It's got times and stuff on it, but they didn't date the year. But look at there. There's something from pastor's desk.
Shall I read?
I don't
What
know.
happened?
Maybe.
Don't know.
Maybe try it.
This happened in February, but you're right. Why would you have a bulletin and not put the date on it?
I don't know, but there's a lot of interesting. Wow.
Well, apparently they had a party in your honor, and you're just thanking them, is what the pastor's desk said.
Oh, okay.
And it was still known as Trinity Gospel Tabernacle.
Yes, and we changed the name of the church because you couldn't get Trinity Gospel Tabernacle on a bulletin board. But anyway.
Hey, listen to this. We have received our blank tapes. Anyone that was wanting one of the services on tape should talk to Paul McPeak. That
Yeah.
doesn't happen anymore.
We don't do cassettes anymore.
And you had the food bank because the ladies were collecting non-perishable items.
Yep.
And you had prayer on Tuesdays at 7 o'clock.
Oh,
Community
we used
prayer
to
at 8.
pray the house down.
We're still benefiting, I think,
We
from a lot
are.
of those prayers.
And wow, this is interesting. Lisa, this was a youth lock-in, and there was a pastor friend who had studied the evils of rock and roll music.
Yeah.
And he did a presentation, and y'all wouldn't believe this, but there was a lot of songs, if you played them backwards, they literally said sentences backwards, and he had done that. So here's something with a date on it.
It's kind of like when you go through your junk drawer and you find goodies and you just want to stop and look at them.
Yep. That's it. So I don't need to look any longer, but this newspaper from Tree County was 35 cents. That's interesting right there.
Can I see that one?
Yeah, the old hotel downtown. Da-da-da. So we're not going to bore you anymore with this. And this, Lisa, this goes back. This, a reel-to-reel
I
tape
recognize
player.
that.
And we used to play with it.
The microphones have changed just a little bit.
They've changed quite a bit. I mean, I'm sure the whole player and this was, well, Lisa, we'll have to explore and see what else is in here and find out a lot of interesting things. Some more books, some files, envelopes. So,
Watch bands.
ooh, hey, we're taking too long here. But there's
It's
stuff stuck
interesting.
everywhere. It is like a little treasure hunt. It's like a time capsule for me. And because I think the last time I tried to get in it, I couldn't Okay. Yeah, I guess I was afraid I was going to run out of ink pens, so that's full of ink pens. So, all right, y'all, that was what's in Pastor's office.
And the other case that we looked at, you found something interesting. Why don't we bring that out? After we shut off the cameras, he found something really cool.
Yeah,
from
last week.
time.
And
So
we'll do that next time.
Yeah, sounds good. Thanks for
And-
joining us.
And we may isolate some of this stuff and show you about that. Because I know you like to know who your pastor is. And now you know he is a hoarder.
See you later.